Telegraph looks its best right now, Mike, as it does all year. Lit up with the holiday lights. I don't think Telegraph's ever looked better.
Well, you spent a lot of time there, so you should know.
You did too, sir. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting San Jose State Spartans. Bray Ivy, Noah Bauman, Seneca Knight. We're a bit surprised to see Seneca in the lineup. Craig Lassane has started for the last number of games for the Spartans, but Seneca getting a start here tonight, going a little bit smaller with Michael Stedman and Oumar Berry, the two big men down low. They are coached by former Colorado assistant Jean Perillo, now in his second year as head coach of the San Jose State Spartans.
Yeah, quality guy. Got to know Jean fairly well when he was with Tad at Colorado. He knows how to win. He knows how to run a basketball team. He's a good get for San Jose State.
Here's the Cal starting lineup presented by DXL. Darius McNeil, Paris Austin, Justice Suing, who we talked about in the open. Keep an eye on Andre Kelly. He's looked really good the last few games as well. And Grant Anticevic getting the start for the second straight game with Connor Vanover out because of that concussion. The Bears also under a second-year head coach in Wyking Jones.
And he's hanging in there, Wyking. It's got a tough task, but he's hanging in there. He's got a good positive attitude. I think these kids are paying attention to him. I think they're going to be fine. They just have to stay the course.
Last time these two met was way back in 2011. Who was the Cal coach for that game? Who was the
really
Cal
good-looking
coach
guy. I know
for
that
game? I think it's the man who's sitting beside me tonight, Mike Montgomery and Kate Scott with you. And the Bears absolutely obliterated the Spartans in that one. So looking to continue the trend here tonight. Oumar Berry, the lone senior on the San Jose State squad, and he traveled.
So Cal going to play straight up at the post. Usually when you have a big guy that's allowed to dribble the ball 2 or 3 times, that's dangerous, but he ended up traveling.
The Bears will take it. Very good at forcing turnovers. And as we saw in the open, holding on to the ball themselves. Darius McNeil off the mark from distance. And Ticevic stepped on the line, so it'll be San Jose State basketball.
So early on, you see San Jose State switching everything. They ended up with a bad matchup with Ivy inside on Cal's 4 guy, but Cal wasn't able to get it inside. It's always fun early, Kate, to see what people are doing and what the game plan is.
So here's Stedman, the junior college transfer out of the City College of San Francisco. Short on that one. Kelly comes up with a rebound, and the Bears like to push.
You have to push. When you're undersized, you got to get down, get some easy baskets.
Suing from the wing, too strong. And Ticevic with a long rebound. Bears had trouble from distance the other night down at Fresno State. Shot just 20% from beyond the arc. Big reason that
starting over now with 18 seconds.
Austin on the mark that time.
It's not what he does best, but Paris Austin is a great competitor, tough kid. He's going to find a way to get it done.
Junior out of nearby Bishop O'Dowd over in Oakland. Dropped 20 on the Bulldogs, and the Bears lost down in Fresno on Wednesday night. Here's Stedman. Suing comes away with it. Justice will keep it himself. Going to half the Spartan team down there, but still find a way to find the bucket.
He did. Not a great shot, but it goes in, so it's a good bad. Nice shot. San Jose, you can see what they're trying to do. They've gone inside 4 straight times with no results. Suing lifts, kicks. Nice shot by Austin right there. That's not his strength, but a little Euro step into contact and scores it. Cal off to a nice start, Kate, 5-zip.
And this is what Wyking told us earlier at shoot-around. Just wanted to see his team come out tonight and play tough, hard basketball. Was really disappointed in their efforts Wednesday down in the Central Valley. Suing gets it out to Austin. 11 on the clock.
Now they'll switch out top.
And Ticevic in and out.
Not a great offensive sequence there from Cal. San Jose State obviously has to get something going.
There's Bray Ivy.
There's a double at the post.
That one goes off Suing. It'll be Spartan basketball.
Ball went in low. Cal doubled. San Jose unable to get it across to the other low post. See here they're coming. Goes inside. Get a double post to post.
The inbound to Berry, guarded by Suing. Nice little jump hook there.
That's a fourth jump hook that they've gotten in deep, and only one of them's gone down. That could be trouble for Cal if they don't do a better job, keep it out of getting low in the paint.
And Barry has really turned it on the last 3 games for these Spartans. No double-doubles in his first 38 games with San Jose State. He's had a pair in his last 2 games. So Jean Prilo very happy with the lone senior. Suing lets fly. Can't get it to roll in.
Cal can get anything they want. They've got to be careful to be patient, make sure they're getting what they want, not what they're being given. Dribble, 2, 3. Look how deep he gets right there. He's got a size advantage. It's a pretty good shot for a quality big guy.
No, Bauman kicks to Ivy. Too strong. And Justice clears. Spartans doing a good job getting back so far on defense.
Yeah, they're not sending people to the offensive glass, so they're obviously decided they want to get back and take Cal out of the break. That's not a good shot right there. That's a forced shot. You can get that shot anytime you want.
Seneca Knight getting the starts here tonight. And he'll draw the foul. Well, Bears with an early 5-2 lead over San Jose State here in Berkeley. Paris Austin looks great the last 2 games for the Bears, and he talked with us about that great game winner he hit against Cal Poly last week.
The coach drew up a play. He said, come off the ball screen. And Justice told me, he said, P, he said, make a play. He said, break him down and make a play. He said, I know you're going to make a play. So that's what I did. I came off the screen. I told Darius to stay in the corner. And once I seen I broke him down, I just pulled up for the shot and it went in.
Cal Poly switched that, and they shouldn't have switched it. I mean, Paris got him back, and the Cal Poly defender almost fell down. They should have stayed with their man because the bigger defender would have had a better chance, and the smaller defender would have had a better chance against Austin. He just broke him down and got a wide open shot. It's too good a shot to give up if you're Cal Poly. Austin took advantage of it to his credit.
Yeah, the Mustangs played a pretty darn good game here at Haas. But thanks to Austin's last-second shot, Cal able to pull out the victory.
Those are games you have to have in the preseason. A month from now, nobody will know what the score was. Nobody knows what happens. It's all they see is a W.
Seneca Knight able to hit the second. San Jose State 3-7 overall on the season. Cal 4-6 on the year. Both of the squads looking to get a little momentum before league play. And there's Andre Kelly, the big freshman out of Stockton.
So there's a problem of switching if you're San Jose State. They got switched onto a big guy, even though he's not big, but he just took him low, and they tried to double and left the weak side glass wide open.
Justice Suing with the takeaway this time. Wide open in the corner, but McNeil can't get it to go.
You called it a takeaway. I call it a giveaway. Just threw it right to the Cal defender.
Ivy.
San Jose State not been a great shooting team on the year. Just 41% from 2, 32 from 3, and that's not necessarily a formula for winning. That was a nice looking shot right there. Great rotation. Gets a 3, and we got a tie ball game.
Comes McNeil all the way along the baseline. Nice ball movement by the Bears to a wide open Anticevic. Just his second 3 this season.
How do you get that open? There wasn't anybody in the same area code.
Ivy runs into traffic, kicks it back out to Bauman. And McNeil picks his pocket. Darius McNeil.
That's what John was talking about before. You have to protect the ball. You can't give up steals, particularly for layups. That's a 100%er. Cal's quick. They've got quick hands.
And the Bears playing with a lot of energy so far here tonight.
Got some substitutions now for Cal. Bradley in the ball game to normal. So there's the steal. Can't defend against that.
Sophomore McNeil. with the steal and the finish. Here comes Justice Suing going into Seneca Knight. And they'll say that foul was on the floor.
That's where your scouting report comes in handy, because you got to know he's left-handed. Off the bench for San Jose State is Lesersny. I don't know if that's pronunciation is correct.
Yes, very close.
He's been a starter most of the year, coming off the bench now.
And he's that size that we were expecting the Spartans to roll out with from the opening tip.
But size is not an advantage unless you take advantage of it. You got to dominate the boards. So that's a wide open shot. They're over helping, I think, and then standing around on the defensive glass, and Cal's just out hustling him to second opportunities.
Justice Suing able to get the long rebound off the Anticevic miss.
Shot deep, rebounded deep. So there's that switch.
Kelly battling with Stedman down low. 5 to shoot. Here's Matt Bradley, just checked in for the Bears, and he gives it away. Oumar Berry, stripped by Paris Austin.
You suspected that Berry was going to have a problem dribbling the length. He was looking down at the ball. Paris looking at me. He's not sure on the dribble, and Paris just hustles down, makes a great play. That's a great hustle play by Paris Austin. That's the type of play that picks up your team.
And you see the frustration from San Jose State's Jean Prelo. Big man thought he had an easy bucket.
And should have had.
But Austin putting in the work. So Matt Bradley now in, number 20 in gold for California. Another steal by the Bears. Joanne Harris Dyson, welcome to the ball game. Justice Suing end to end. And San Jose State needs a timeout.
Well, they're doing the right thing in concept, Kate. They're just not executing it. They're waiting. When the double comes, they're supposed to go post to post. Cal's doing a better job of covering down right there underneath than San Jose State is delivering.
California with a lot of second chances has attempted 8 more field goals than San Jose State, and we're just 8 minutes into the ball game.
Well, they're on a 7-0 run, and you can see that Cal is prepared for San Jose and what they're trying to do. San Jose knows what they want to do. They're just slow in executing. Cal's quickness to the ball is not allowing them to do what they should be doing if you're San Jose State, taking advantage of their size.
So why King Jones not happy with his team's performance Wednesday down in Fresno, although you said, Mike, that the Bulldogs, as they tend to do.
Yeah. You know, you look at, everybody plays the name game this time of year, so you think about teams that are in what people would say, well, that's a lesser conference. Fresno State's good. I watched them down on the John Wooden Legacy, and they're well coached. They're tough kids, and to go to their place is hard. It's like a lot of Pac-12 teams are playing in the WCC this year thinking, and WCC is good. Okay, you're low. Now let's see if he can make a play. That's about the 5th jump hook that they've had. I mean, that's a great place to get the ball if you're San Jose, but you have to convert.
Loves that shot. Oumar Berry with a hook, and also another addition, number 11 in blue. Christian Anigwe has checked in for San Jose State.
He's got a famous sister, doesn't he?
You Cal fans may recognize that last name. Christine Anigwe. Looking forward to the women hosting top-ranked UConn here at Haas tomorrow.
Classic travel, left-right travel. Referees see that and they like that travel. There's other things they'll let go. I'm not sure the Euro step is legal. That's coming to, nobody calls that, but they'll call that left-right travel every time.
So we get a look at the freshman out of Phoenix. Didn't play Tuesday at Stanford, but had played in the 9 games prior to that. Maybe just saving up his energy
for this game.
For playing here at Cal.
Yep. They got a little bit of a mismatch here.
Lassane with a size advantage. Dyson, though, able to win that battle.
Used his body.
Matt Bradley, one of the best three-point shooters on this Cal team, shooting 59% from beyond the arc, gets that one to go.
They played extremely well against San Diego State in the game I had. They really shot the ball well, and that was very reminiscent of that game. But when the ball doesn't go down on an early shot, you get yourself in trouble. That's a good call. Got his arm out there and impeded his progress.
So we'll step away on that note. California Off to a great start in this first half. It's been a busy night here on the Cal campus. Earlier tonight, a chat with champions up at the University Club. Steve Kerr, Gino Auriemma, his UConn Huskies in town to take on Lindsey Gottlieb and the California Golden Bears tomorrow. And Mike, I'm just wondering why you weren't up there. Why didn't they invite you?
It was a chat with champions. I'm not in that group.
I mean,
Steve Kerr is a Bay Area treasure, I'll tell you what. He's just unbelievable. So generous with his time. And Gino Auriemma, what an unbelievable job he's done. He is a fierce competitor. To do what he's done is just extremely difficult as women's basketball has gotten more and more competitive.
11 NCAA titles for Gino, and those Huskies haven't won the last 2 years. Anybody who watched, Notre Dame took it last year, and South Carolina the year before that, but right up there.
So their Cal double teamed again at the post. San Jose came out and did not get the shot they wanted, I'm sure. Not taking advantage of their size in the paint is San Jose right now.
Jacoby Gordon, number 24, is checked in for the Bears. Wyking said we might see him tonight. Gotten away with that one, though. Bray Ivy coming the other way. And Ivy able to get it to go. Here come the Bears.
Trying to advance the ball quickly. Good decision to bring it out. You advance the ball as quickly as you want, but when you get there, you better know what a high percentage play is for you versus not. San Jose switching.
Anticevic again from distance.
Good rotation. I think they're comfortable with that shot. It's early in the clock for sure. So here comes the double again.
And Anticevic will get called for the foul on that one.
They covered up the corner. Ivy took it. Cal hustling to get back. Scores the ball off the glass. Cal brings it in, tries to get up quickly. As I said, it's one thing to get up quickly, but know what you're doing when you get there.
Ivy in the
Little
lane.
Runner.
Too strong. And we've got a whistle.
Was that Ivy going back after his shot to tip it up? Smallest man on the floor shouldn't be able to get that ball. But if you're San Jose, somebody's got to take over. Somebody's got to start making some plays. I mean, they're standing around, their big guys not getting anything inside to speak of. Cal is doubling the bigs. Thus far, San Jose has come out of that double and really not gotten much at all.
Foul on Austin, his first, as Ivy makes the first. Junior out of Huntington Beach, transfer from Riverside Community College. Leading the Spartans in minutes so far this season. Bray has been playing over 31 a game. Austin guarded by Zach Chappelle.
Chappelle looks to have some quickness. Cut off Austin pretty well with his foot speed, his movement.
Shot clock winding down for the Bears. Austin hands off to Harris Dyson.
Not a great possession right there. Cal, I think at times tries to use the dribble too much rather than move the ball and change sides of the court with the ball, get the defense moving.
Shot clock now winding down on the Spartans. Berry from outside. Oumar Berry. Put up those 3 fingers, big man.
Yeah, he liked that. All he needs to do is add that full court dribble to his game and he'll be a complete player.
Just 2 of 15 from beyond the arc coming into this game tonight.
Didn't want to shoot it, clock was down.
And as it went through the net, he said, yep, knew that was going in, right?
Too much help there from the Bears. Wide open, sized it up and puts up the fingers. He's been watching too much television. Putting up the fingers. You're 2 for 15. I think I probably don't do that.
But tonight, Mike, 1 for 1.
That's all. That's all anybody knows.
You put up the 3 when you're 1 for 1. Great story, though, Oumar Berry. Native of Conakry, Guinea. Came over to America, played his high school ball back in Arlington, Virginia, then started his collegiate career at DePaul. Spent a year at Iowa Western Community College, then transferred to San Jose State last season.
Seen a whole lot of international players, more and more, especially big guys in the United States, coming over, playing at prep schools. Back to basket, dribble. Good no call. Good no call. That was a flop. I like that.
Kelly trying to draw the foul. Not going to get it. Instead, Justice Suing will be called for his second.
That's the hardest thing, Kate, to hold. Do I hold my spot, and how do I hold it? Or do I flop and the official doesn't call it, and then you're going to get laid up on? Just got to hold your spot, get an arm bar in there, and not let him get close.
Very perfect 3 for 3 from the floor so far tonight. He leads all players here with 7.
So Joaquin sort of settling on a 7-8-man rotation here. Changing positions with people.
And as you mentioned in the open mic, Bears started the year with a different lineup, a bit of a smaller lineup than Connor Vanover had started a couple of games. And unfortunately for Connor and the Bears, was looking great in that Cal Poly game when he took a hip to the head and got knocked out with a concussion.
I don't know how anybody got their elbow up that high to hit him. It's disconcerting, though, when the tallest guy on your lineup standing in the line with his, he's got a sport coat on. He's a full foot above everybody else.
Yep.
Vanover's going to be a good player. He's got great shooting touch. He obviously just has to get stronger, has to get in the in and out line a little more for that double cheese. Animal style.
You're making me hungry right now. Bradley with little help from his teammates. Matt Bradley can't get it to go.
Wow, just rolled across. You shouldn't really ever lay it over the front of the rim. That happens way more often than not by going over the front of the rim. Take it to the glass. San Jose player just telegraphed that last pass.
That one, not as telegraphed, but still taken away.
That's 2 in a row. Everybody in the gym knew where he was going with that ball.
We'll step aside. Bears on top when we come back. Lone senior on the San Jose State Spartan squad who has willed his team back into this first half, Oumar Berry.
Well, he's gotten great looks inside. You can't let a quality big guy or even an okay big guy have 3 dribbles and get in the paint that deep. He's going to score it more often than not, which is what he's done with 3 jump hooks. Now the step off 3 right here, he was 2 for 15 going into that. So I think if you're Cal, you live with that. If you look at it statistically, Kate, San Jose's had 12 shots to Cal's 19. For Cal, 11 of those 19 have been from 3. So one might say they are settling a little bit, shooting the ball early and shooting the 3 rather than try to get higher percentage shots inside.
Berry came into tonight's ball game averaging just 8.5 points a ball game. Already has 8, and we still have 7 minutes to play in this first half.
So it looks like San Jose coming out in a zone out of a timeout, which is not unusual. Not sure who's going to guard right there.
Andre Kelly can't get it to go.
That was more about Cal's miss than it was San Jose's defense. They didn't even know who had the man with the ball. A little miscommunication.
Well, the Bears were expecting to see some zone from San Jose State tonight. Michael Stedman had a great night Tuesday at Stanford. Finally getting on the scoreboard here at Haas.
Nice little pick and roll right there, and a nice shot by Stedman. I was expecting more early from Stedman and didn't see it. That was maybe more what I expected right there.
Yes.
So here's that zone. Forwards are high in this zone. Goodness gracious.
And California, after not being able to put one through the hoop in almost 5 minutes, makes it easy that time.
Coach Prelo is exasperated with that whole thing. The 2 zone possessions that Cal have had, San Jose has not been anywhere close defensively. It's an illegal screen, easy call.
Berry calling for the foul that time as we get another look at that alley-oop.
Well, one thing, look at the defender. He's got his hands in his pockets. There's nobody anywhere close on defense down low to Kelly, and he just jams it inside. I used to tell my guys, you understand that there's not pockets in your pants? There's a reason for that. Your hands are supposed to be up, not down at your sides.
Love to know what the response was that you got from guys.
Well, in the locker room, I can only imagine.
McNeil, short, Anticevic, another offensive rebound. That's what we were expecting from the Spartans tonight. They are a great offensive rebounding team. The Bears getting it done on the O-glass so far. McNeil, another chance from the wing.
That's pushed
Short
off.
again.
Easy call.
Anticevic thought he had his second offensive rebound of this trip. Instead, he'll pick up a second foul.
And he could have had that rebound, Kate, had he used his body to push, not his arm. If you put your arms up and use your lower body to push, officials don't generally call that, but he had his arm right in his back. That was an easy call to make.
So our first look at Ashton Chastain, junior out of Norco, California. Give Oumar Berry a blow.
You look at this thing and you would think Cal would be dominating, yet they're only up 2.
Noah Bauman, an incredible three-point shooter. Makes that one look easy.
59% from 3. If he gets that shot, he's going to bury it. Here they're back in that zone. I'll be curious to see what kind of a shot Cal gets, because they've gotten great shots so far.
Instead, Harris Dyson goes into a lot of traffic. McNeil finally gets it to go from the right wing.
I don't know how long San Jose can stay in that zone. Cal has had 4 great shots. Ooh, back to back.
Noah Bauman.
Not going to guard me. I'm going to shoot it in.
22 of 40 from beyond the arc coming into tonight's game. Back at 24 of 42. San Jose State 4 for that last 4 from the floor.
Yeah, don't look now, Kate, but San Jose State's ahead.
Yeah. Kelly draws the contact. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. Well, the Bears needed that one.
Well, Cal's just throwing the ball anywhere they want against this zone. San Jose is covering areas, not men in areas. Again, the hands down, he just throws it right through the zone down on the baseline. You got to be really, really active in a zone. A lot of times guys think, oh, we're in a zone, so we just stand. Absolutely wrong. Zone is harder work than man because you've got to cover more responsibility. Sometimes you have 2 people in more than one area.
And the freshman completes the three-point play. Now has 9 to lead the Bears. And White King Jones was excited about him. Asked White King earlier, who you pleased with so far this season? He said, Andre Kelly. I'm waiting for everybody else to step up.
Yeah, well, he's a natural 4, and I think he was at the 5 to start with. That's a tough shot. Austin, now watch him push. He's ahead of 2. He's got numbers right now.
McNeil in the corner, pulls it back.
Wow.
Way off, but Kelly there for the rebounds and loses it on the putback. Bodies flying in the lane. Lassane wide open, short.
There's Stedman on the glass. Let's see if he clears some space. Nope, going to come outside with it. That's the guy you want right there. Doesn't get it.
Was looking to go 3 for 3. Just off the mark that time. And we've got a wet spot on the floor.
San Jose State player was complaining to the official, and the official says, what do you want me to do about it?
We'll send you back over to San Francisco for our State Farm halftime report. Chris Francis waiting patiently, Mike, to bring us updates on Oregon State. Oregon both in action today. Ducks trying to battle against those Baylor Bears without the big freshman Bol Bol.
Without Bol, yeah.
And tomorrow going to be fun.
Wow.
Hosting a couple of number ones. ASU hosting Kansas down in Tempe, and the Cal women hosting UConn here at Haas. First time that a conference has done that since way back in 2004, but you've got your eyes on that top game too, right?
Well, you got to, if you're the Pac-12, which is, you know, scuffling a little bit in terms of national reputation, here's a chance to get back on top of things with a couple wins. And of course, for Lindsey Gottlieb, she'd like nothing better than to knock off the UConn Huskies here at Haas Pavilion. I understand the crowd is going to be good, and that'll be fun for her gals because they've worked really, really hard.
Yeah, 9-0 on the season are the Cal women. Already have sold over 8,500 tickets for tomorrow's game, which you can see right here on the Pac-12 Network. Mary Murphy, Chris DeBlanc, and Sydney Brunson will have that one for you at noon Pacific time. Here comes Bray Ivy.
Not what you wanted out of a timeout. You just hate it when you have a timeout and you come out and have the ball. Oh, there's a hook. Oh, he didn't call the hook. What'd he call? Cylinder. All right.
Well, that's another one of the emphasis of this non-con.
Didn't allow the offensive player to have room in his cylinder, and I like that concept. I'm not sure all the officials have come to grips with it so far. He's crowding him up in his cylinder. I like that. Takes some of the indecision away from officials, allows them to just make that call. Used to be you're entitled to your spot over your pivot foot, but it was so hard when a defensive player crawled up into your space to make that call. Now they've got a legitimate way to call that.
Sedman makes the first, misses the second. So California with a 1-point lead. Just over 3 minutes to play in this first half here in Berkeley.
It's either a switching man, soft zone. Draw kick, good looking shot.
Gordon. Now the Bears sure are taking a lot of three-point shots, Mike.
They are. I think San Jose is trying to force them to do that. I think they're giving them opportunities that they want to give them, and I think Cal is settling a little bit rather than try to work it and get it in the paint. So for San Jose State, that's exactly what they wanted. 2 or 3 dribbles, jump hook.
Barry.
Too low, you can't let it get that low.
10 now for the senior.
He'll do that all night long. I would try to get that. Earlier on, Cal was double teaming that, forcing some turnovers. I think they might need to go back to that.
San Jose State back on top. Ivy with a touch, but the Bears keep it. Bradley.
So that's just a one-on-one play off a dribble. You can get that pretty much anytime you want. Like to see the ball move a little more and get shots off rhythm.
California started this game with a whole lot of pace. And since then, San Jose State has settled in.
Not liking the pressure up top. Game has slowed down. It's a low-scoring game. I think that's to San Jose State's liking. Let's see if he gets it again. Dribble, dribble.
Didn't hit the rim, so it'll be a shot clock violation on the Spartans.
At least he used his body to keep him away from the rim. I mean, from my perspective, of course, I love low post basketball. You just can't let a good low post player dribble in the paint. Good low post will score every time inside there.
9th turnover for the Spartans.
Cal not capitalizing on those turnovers yet.
See if they can do it this time. Cal scoreless in the last 3 minutes. Andre Kelly.
It's nice.
I think you might have heard me.
Yep. Nice to have your big guy step away and bury it. You know, it stretches the floor a little bit, but you can see that San Jose State is willing to give that up to keep Cal out of the paint.
12 big points for Andre Kelly. These two leading the way for both of their teams.
He's going to call that one. Last time he forced him away from the basket. This time they made a call. So he's wide open. You're going to have to be able to make those shots, but you're going to be open. So far, San Jose State's willing to give that up. Kelly questioning the call a little bit, I think.
Fans.
Not sure why he got called this time and not last time.
White King having a chat as well.
Yeah, official trying to explain it to him. You're not allowed to dislodge the offensive player. Conversely, the offensive player theoretically is not allowed to dislodge the defensive player. In this case, I think size-wise, I think body-wise, Barry's at a disadvantage. You're not going to dislodge many people.
Yeah, not when you're 6'8", 260.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
the freshman Andre Kelly.
So whether he was trying to dislodge him is another question, but he managed to with that size.
So it's the big men leading the way for their respective squads, both with a dozen, Barry and Kelly. Somewhat of an unexpected battle down low. Here comes Kelly, showing off the handle.
If he stayed square, he would have had a charge if he'd have stayed square. Instead, he got sideways and got a block. Does Kelly look like he's 260 to you? I mean, that's 260's a big man. I mean, he's not that. At 6'8", he looks okay.
Well, we were talking earlier today, Mike, about how some guys just come in looking like they have a potential to play pro.
Yeah. Well, you know, we used to talk all the time about parents who used to talk about, boy, my son's going to play pro, and my son's going to. I said, well, hey, hang on. A pro body is a pro body.
Yeah.
If you look across the league, you can just really tell the difference. Long arms, long legs, length, you know, and a lot of guys just don't have that, and that's a starting point for sure.
Kelly definitely has the size.
Well, he misses both, and we still got a tie ball game. San Jose, if they can get out of this tied or ahead, they're going to consider that a pretty dang good first half.
Well, for California, Joaquin Jones said when they're in close games so far, they've been okay too.
There's the double come. Another jump hook over left shoulder. If you're going to double and the double's coming from the top, don't let him turn baseline.
So Stedman that time. And San Jose State with a 2-point lead here in our final 30 seconds of this first half.
Go for one. Go for one.
See if the Spartans can extend their lead. Ivy heard you.
See, I think that shot, the last one, was not necessary at that point in time. Knowing you can get that shot anytime you want. Let's see if we can't get a better shot. Clock's down. You want to get the last shot, not give Cal a chance to get one. Got to move now, though.
Blocked away by Kelly. Can he get a shot off? Looking up. He does. Just short.
Not a great possession ending the half to not get a shot. Ivy tried to make a play and hit the back of the backboard. So San Jose's got to feel pretty good going in, Kate, up two. It's been a little bit sloppy, I think, on both sides. You know, I think Cal's going to have to work to get better shots. Should be a good second half.
So San Jose State rallies back after falling behind the Bears early. Spartans with a 2-point lead as we head into the second half here in Berkeley. First, let's send you over to San Francisco. Chris Francis with our State Farm halftime report. Lead of the California Golden Bears. We welcome you back inside of Haas Pavilion. He's the Hall of Famer, Mike Montgomery. I am Kate Scott. And Mike, it wasn't the prettiest of first halves by either of these teams, but the visitors able to ride that 3-ball right back into this ball game.
Well, as they say, it's not an oil painting. That's what they used to tell me about a lot of my games. But San Jose State is feeling pretty good. They're on the road and they're up 2. And I don't think either team is playing exceptionally well. But, you know, San Jose State, who is a poor three-point shooting team on the year, is 4 for 9, so that's not bad. They'll take that. They've gotten wide open looks. I'm sure that if you're Cal, you'd probably be okay with those looks. And other than Bauman shooting the ball, who can really shoot it. So Cal's got some work to do. Kelly's doing a nice job. Inside, he's scoring on the weak side block. And of course there, San Jose went to a zone for about 5 possessions, and I don't know that they'll go back to that because Cal just ate it alive, got anything they wanted on the thing. But I think basically what you're saying is look how open he is right there. San Jose's willing to give that shot up. In this case, Cal made that, but Kelly off to a nice start.
Yeah,
minutes, points, percentage-wise, rebounds. He's the one guy that really looks like he's ready to play and taking advantage of what San Jose State has given him. But, you know, you don't really, if you're San Jose State, it doesn't have to look pretty. They're out here trying to get a win on the road, and Cal's going to have to shore things up here a little bit.
They came darn close down at Stanford on Tuesday night. See if the Bears come out on fire in this second half. Well, welcome back to Berkeley as we get set for a second half action between the Spartans and the Bears in our battle for blue and gold supremacy, as we're calling it here. Mike Montgomery and Kate Scott with you. We talked about the three-point shooting from the Spartans. Bears have been a better three-point shooting team, but so far not looking as good as they did in that San Diego State game that you called.
Well, I think Cal's settling a little bit. You know, 18 three-point shots. Are they really taking a chance and looking to see if they can get it inside? Are they getting to the basket off drives? Obviously, San Jose State is willing to give Cal that shot until they prove they can make it, and Cal's sort of falling prey to that, and the ball's not really going down for him thus far.
Second half underway here in Berkeley. As I mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, San Jose State had the lead on the Stanford Cardinal for a good portion of their game down on the farm on Tuesday night before Stanford rallied late for the 5-point win. California with a tough loss down at Fresno State on Wednesday. So both teams looking to get back in the win column here tonight. Paris Austin, 4 to shoot, pumps it out to Justice Suing, who misses another three-pointer for the Bears.
San Jose comes out in the zone to start the second half and did a better job that time of finding people. I'm sure that was a conversation that they had at half if you're the Spartans.
Yeah, the zone.
There's the double. What are you going to do out of the double?
Berry pulls it out over to Ivy. There's the three-point king for the Spartans, Bauman.
All right, so there again, looks like San Jose's talked about the double. He sees it coming. Here it comes. He dribbles out backwards, kicks it out, turn, and they got a pretty good look inside. Coaching adjustments at halftime.
Anticevic called for his third foul here at the start of the second half. Bauman into the lane. Anticevic able to get away with a little contact that time.
Could have dropped that off to Stedman, I think, for a possible dunk.
Austin drops that one off to Kelly. He'll get another chance at a three-point play.
And that is what Paris Austin has to do. He has to use the speed and quickness to get in the paint and then find the open man. There he drops it off inside, and Kelly answers with a possible three-point play. That's a point guard's responsibility, and that's what he has to do. You've got to make your teammates better. If you deliver, they will perform for you.
So Anticevic sits with 3 fouls. Foul here called on Bray Ivy, his second, as Kelly can't convert the three-point play. So tied at 32 here at the start of this second half.
Both teams have made adjustments at halftime, which you like to see. That's your job as a coach. Throw away from the defense. Big guy's got to go get it. Wow, that's a tough shot right there.
Fighting for his own rebounds. He'll get it, and Ivy will pick up his second foul in the last 30 seconds.
That's where Suing at 6'7" gets inside. He's just much, much bigger on the glass. Long arms, he got up and get a second shot opportunity.
So that's number 3 on Bray Ivy. He'll walk over to the bench.
That will hurt San Jose.
Yeah.
Kate, that's they need him out there.
Losing their point guard, so Craig Lassane will come in for Ivy. Suing makes the first.
San Jose gets a lot bigger, but I'm not sure they have somebody to run their offense out there right now.
So the Bears coming out of this second half just like they started the first. Started with a lot of energy, got out to an early lead over the Spartans, and then San Jose State settled in, rallied back.
Jump into a press, a pester press after the made, and now back to zone. Let's see what San Jose does with that against the zone.
Lassane drops it back to Berry. So better ball movement that time by San Jose State. Roman Davis just checked in for California. He picks up that foul. There's Bauman. Short on that 3. Davis fighting for the rebound with Stedman. It'll be California basketball. Roman Davis, a redshirt junior out of Carson, California. Just the 7th game he's appeared in so far this season, but looked good in short amount of time he played at Fresno on Wednesday. brought down a season-high 4 rebounds, scored his first points of the year, so Wyking said there was a chance we'd see number 15 tonight. Here he is, Darius McNeil. Too strong. Kelly comes down with it.
One of the problems with the zone is trying to rebound out of it. San Jose having no luck. As big as they are, smallest player 6'4" on the court for San Jose. They still can't rebound out of the zone. They're going to watch out. They're going to take advantage of this matchup.
Lassane able to find a way out of that press. Uses the fake, but Suing there for another Cal takeaway. And here comes Darius McNeil. And McNeil with an and-one opportunity.
Bad offense for San Jose is leading to good offense for Cal. They just are not taking care of the basketball at all.
Lassane has it tipped away. McNeil going coast to coast for.
You've only got 8 minutes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a monologue, you know. We're not asking any questions. You're just supposed to speak for 8 minutes.
We're just going to let you talk. We'll let you talk about your brother. We'll let you talk about the game.
Okay.
He's been talking you up already.
I think she could probably handle it. That's the problem.
I know. I think she could. I don't know how this one feels about the game so far. She kind of sums up how we're feeling, Mike.
Yeah.
We were wondering if we think you could play in this game.
In this game, I probably could.
Not looking.
It's kind of slow, but.
Man. Yeah,
so I'm going to ask you, what's the worst thing about Lindsay Gottlieb
I don't think I could.
that you can share?
I love that. Well, you know what makes everybody happy, Mike? Teddy bears.
Kids are great. Kids are unbelievable, and they grow up. What happens?
Well, that's when things start to get no fun anymore,
all falls
right?
apart, yeah.
Yeah, when they
Look
start
at
to
it.
grow up, but when they're that age,
Yeah, how cute is she? She's got a little bear there, and she's happy as she can be. She knows Christmas has come. She knows Santa's watching.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the problem.
she knows that she's on the
Yep.
scoreboard here at Cal. She knows Dad's right beside her. She got the bear from the timeout giveaway. And now this golden bear looking to complete a 3-point play. Darius McNeil is able to do just that. So the Bears on a 9-0 run to start this second half. Staying in this press, and it has worked out well for them. Almost getting the steal that time. Oumar Berry, finally.
Barry's been the one bright spot for San Jose, but San Jose losing their point guard Ivy, you can see has really hurt them. They have no handler on the floor. Cal smartly goes to a press to take advantage of it.
There is Darius McNeil from the corner. So the sophomore out of Houston starting to heat up in this second half.
Worst place you can get the ball in the corner. You get trapped, the sideline becomes an ally for you. And look how open he is. There's nobody in the same area code. Nobody challenges, nobody closes out, nobody drives him off the line. This zone of San Jose State needs some work. They've got size, but they really are not covering people in areas at all.
So Berry able to break the seal that was on the basket for San Jose. And Michael
Nice turn by Stedman inside. We expected more from Stedman. He's shown some good moves, but as I said before, if you're going to double, you can't give the baseline. Bring him to your double team.
7-7 now for Michael Stedman. Transfer from the City College of San Francisco. Had 17 and 11 at Stanford on Tuesday night.
Roman Davis in the game.
Davis back in the ball game for the Bears. There's McNeil this time from the other corner. And Darius McNeil is hot.
Stay at home in the ball side corner, please, if you're playing defense. Help comes from the weak side. How many left-handers does Cal have on the floor right now, Kate?
Let's see.
At least 3.
1, 2. Yeah, they've got 3 of them. McNeil with 9 straight points for the Bears. Bauman off the mark. Suing comes away with it. Women's team in the country, UConn, taking on number 14, California, led by their senior in the middle, Christine Anigwe. And speak of the devil. Here she is with Mike Montgomery and Kate Scott. It's Christina Nigwe. We just saw your brother Christian before the break, and here you are, just appearing out of nowhere. You were up near the stadium earlier tonight, right, for that fun chat with champions with Steve Kerr and Gino Auriemma. Tell us about that. What was it like?
It was an incredible experience. I got to meet a lot of people, networking, and just watching Lindsay, one of my mentors, just go up there and take the field and like control the crowd with her humor and like intellectually. Like she just really, really controlled the room, and I'm really proud of her for being around two of the most winningest coaches. So yeah.
And I know, Mike, you had a question for her about Lindsay, didn't you?
Well, you realize how special it is to have an opportunity to beat the #1 team in the country. It doesn't come along, and you got them on your home court. And I would say that Connecticut has every bit the cachet that UCLA back in the day had as a men's program. Pretty special opportunity for you guys. You guys fired up?
We are. This is like my first time ever playing like in Haas, playing around like almost 10,000 people, 5,000 like of our fans, and of course UConn fans because they travel across the world. They're going to travel to come watch this game. Also, like a lot of coaches coming to this game, and it's just going to be a really surreal moment playing in front of my friends and my family, the people that have supported us at the beginning, and I'm just excited for our program because this is going to be a very, very, very special game.
Well, you deserve it. You've had an unbelievable career.
Thank you.
You're just a dominant player on the women's side, and pressure's going to be on. You got a chance to show everybody nationally who you are and what you're capable of.
Thank you so much.
What's been the talk in practice? How do you prep for the #1 team in the country?
Staying present, I think, is a key. You have to be consistent, staying present, staying focused. We have prepped for this game since we lost them by almost like 40 points or 40 points last year. Last year's game was a growing point for us, and I feel like this year's game, no matter the outcome, playing UConn, you're going to learn something, whether it be good or bad.
We were talking just a minute ago about all your friends and family who are going to be here in attendance. Obviously, your brother, Christian Nigwe. So what was it like growing up with him back in Phoenix?
Oh, tell the truth.
Yeah, be honest.
I was taller than him for most of my life. So coming back from college, I'm like, whoa, he grew like 6 inches. He was 6'9". We were the same height when I got to college. And
poor Christian.
We were the same height when I got to college, and then he just had this growing, like he just grew so much. So he's grown as a person, as a player. And I'm just really excited watching him play. Like that's like really my heart.
Well, he got in a little bit earlier in this ball game as Sui nails the 3, and we're hoping to see him a little more later on as well.
Yeah.
Christine, thanks for taking a little bit of time.
Thank you so much for having me.
The night before you host the #1 team in the country.
#1 team in the country.
Good luck tomorrow. We're going to enjoy watching that one.
Thank you.
Tomorrow here on the Pac-12 Network.
Coach Gottlieb is going to be a little upset that you have not talked about her at all, Christine, but that's okay.
I definitely have talked about her. That's like my second mom.
Okay. Well, good luck tomorrow. Everybody's going to be anxious to watch how you do, and go get them.
Thank you so much.
You can beat them. You know that.
Yeah,
okay.
Of course. All right.
Cal 9-0 on the season so far. Christina Nigwe just 6 rebounds away from 1,000 in her career. Already reached the 2,000 point mark earlier this season. California on a 20.
All right, thank you.
6 runs so far this season. Pardon me, in the second half. They are outscoring the Spartans. There's Juwan Harris. Dyson getting the roll. California starting to create a little space here in this second half. There's another one of those lefties they have here at Cal.
This is more of what you'd expect, I think, from Cal. Watching the first half, you're just a little bit disappointed that Cal wasn't able to separate a little bit more. They've come out with a little more, I think, intent on trying to do what they want to do. And again, I'll repeat that I think San Jose having their guard, Ivy, on the bench has really hurt them. They're not getting any kind of good shots right now. That's okay. That's not Cal's fault. They need to take advantage of that and go to work. That they're doing a better job of intent right here.
Barry left alone that time.
So once again, somebody has to cover when you leave Barry in the middle, somebody has to come in and help the helper. That's what good defense does.
Harris Dyson this time, driving, kicking. Suin misses everything.
That's a good kick right there, though. Suin has to get his feet ready and anticipate that pass. Good offense is knowing what your teammates, that they're going to find you, step into your shot. The ball was delivered on time. It didn't look like he was really ready to shoot it.
So Suin will take a breather.
Ivy back in for San Jose. Let's see if that changes anything at all. See, Ivy's trying to move people around.
He's their floor general, no doubt. Matt Bradley back in for California. And Winbray Ivy win out early in this second half, Mike, after he picked up those 2 quick fouls. It was 32 all.
Yeah, well, they don't really have guard play, and he's the one guy.
California has outscored the Spartans 20-8 since Ivy had to step away.
So for San Jose's size, they're not doing a very good job of rebounding the ball. Part of the reason is Cal is shooting the ball from deep, and the ball's hitting and coming out deep. They're not around the basket, but Cal hustling now in the second half, running down loose balls. Coach Prelo is being patient with his guys. He's trying to teach. They're just kids.
And when you come in, like Sean has, rebuilding a program, that takes a while.
It's a culture. You've got to rebuild the culture. You've got to get kids to believe that they can win, and they've got to put in the time and put in the work. What is it that we don't do? Are we not great shooters, and let's shoot 1,000 shots in the off season a week? Or are we not strong enough, and let's get in the weight room? Things like that. Do we not handle well enough? Things like, it's just a whole combination of things.
Spartans able to break the press that time and find their deadly three-point shooter, Noah Bauman. But California coming right back. Austin to Harris Dyson.
I mean, San Jose State, there's so much that they're going to be able to look at this tape and learn from. And they score a bucket and they come down, they give up a wide open shot, a layup, if you will.
Barry not able to get it to go, but Stedman will, and he'll go to the line as well.
There's a kick in the middle, which is open. They kick to the side. And Ticevic needs to move his feet. And that's the one guy, if you're Cal, you do not want to let shoot the ball if you're from San Jose State. Bauman is a 59% shooter from out.
Stedman.
So it's a 10-point ball game. You can see the difference just in the way the game is going now that Ivy's back on the floor for San Jose State. They need point guard leadership.
Yeah, just a completely different team with number 2 on the floor.
I'm not sure if I'm Cal, I wouldn't attack him and see if I can't get him in the fourth and get him out of the game.
And Ticevic back in, playing with 3 fouls for the Bears. Bradley from straight on.
Bradley's kind of a hybrid 3-4 type player.
Look out. Oumar Barry giving his bench something to cheer about.
And he's been the one lone inside guy that's played well. If they're going to press you, you've got to make them pay. If you're just going to beat the press and then back it out, press all night long.
A career high 18 now for Oumar Barry. Darius McNeil has been all over the place for Cal in this second half.
Shoot the ball, that's it.
Bauman.
That's your best offense right there. So San Jose State, obviously, we said, was willing to give up the 3 and play soft in the defense. They may have to change that right now. Cal's getting in a rhythm, starting to make shots from outside. They're stepping in, getting some confidence. So you got change. Can't let them do the same thing.
Harris Dyson puts it on the floor, can't get it to go. Spartans will clear. Here's Ivy.
3 people behind the ball for San Jose State. That's not a break.
Greg Lassane. His first points of the night. So just when it looked like California was starting to pull away, Spartans not done yet, and White King Jones.
Sustain your defense. Step on their throw. When you get a chance, step on them, get them going, run them out of the place. You're at home.
Darius McNeil trying to do that from the Bears here in the second half, Mike.
Well, he's a good shooter. and he's just stepping in. He's wide open. Of course, here he takes it to the basket. He's left-handed and makes the right hand. But see, there's nobody there. He's in rhythm. There's not pressured. They're not driving him off the line. That's what they need to do. That's what in San Diego State, which is their best win, they were getting and making shots because they were stepping in. First half, I thought they settled. Now they're getting shots in rhythm, maybe out of offense a little bit. I would like to see San Jose State maybe pressure those shots, make them go to the glass a little bit, and see if they can't change the rhythm of this thing a little bit.
Darius with just 5 points in that first half. As you saw from the graphic, 12 in the second. 3 of 4 on shots from beyond the arc, and the Bears as a team shooting much better from distance as well. They were 5 of 18 from three-point range in the first half, 5 of 8 here in the first 10 minutes of half number 2.
San Jose State back in the zone out of the timeout. Cal penetrates it, gets it inside, and, you know, and Tisevich takes it into contact and is going to get to the line.
And draws foul number 3 on the big man Oumar Berry for San Jose State in the process.
Interesting, coming into this game, I've got the note that Tisevich was 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Not getting a lot of opportunities because he hasn't played a whole bunch.
But that's usually not what you want out of your bigs, right?
No, you need to force contact and get the line a lot. So here's just man pressure now. Bradley should be able to turn outside.
Hussein to Stedman.
Right over the top inside. Got to get around further, and you've got to pressure the pass. Get your hands up. A lot of hands down out here. Boy, McNeil's feeling it.
Yes, he is. 15 second half points now for Darius McNeil.
How about driving him off the line? I'm thinking if you're San Jose State, okay, you've proven you can shoot. Let's drive him off the lane, make him do something different.
Hussein. Well, he had the great pass the last time down. Nice look that time as well.
Yeah, just spun into traffic and got in the lane and made an easy one. Right side of the zone, he's standing over in the corner all by himself is McNeil, who's 5 for 8 in the second half. Don't go away from it, Cal.
They do, but Matt Bradley is fouled.
See, I think that right there is Bradley saying, well, this is an equal opportunity offense, and it's not. When you've got McNeil who's on fire, and they've actually matched up on the left side of the floor, and the right side you have a 2-on-1. Go back to it.
So that's number 3 on Stedman. Matt Bradley started the first 7 games for the Bears here in his freshman season out of San Bernardino. Has come off the bench since that San Diego State game.
And I think it's been healthy for the Bears because it gives them a different rotation pattern. As we mentioned, it allows Kelly to play the 4, which is probably his natural position. Bradley can come in, play the 2, the 3, and even the 4 if he needs to.
Also a nice little spark off the bench for the Bears. Bradley averaging 10 points, 3 boards on the season. He'll get called for the foul, though, that time. Wants to
I like
talk
that,
this
though.
one over with
think-
our officials.
I think that should be at 6'9", having Lesesny bring the ball up. I think that's dangerous. I think they could take it from him, but let's give him some room, let him make the mistake.
So here's Ivy. Usual man with the ball in his hands coming up the floor. Bray all the way to the hoop. And nice rebound and putback by Bray Ivy.
Yeah, why? The smallest guy on the floor is allowed to rebound his own ball. Where are all the Cal bigs? Anticipate a miss and get to it.
Darius McNeil hiding in that corner. Good idea that time to come inside, take the short jumper. He's got a new season high, 22 for the sophomore, Darius McNeil.
Coach Prelo just has his hands out like, what are we doing in this zone? Cal has a 2-on-1 on the right side of that zone every single time.
Berry lets fly from distance. Too strong. Bradley tracks it down.
McNeil's hollering, get over here.
He wants the ball in his hands. He is scorching hot in this second half.
Be patient.
And Tisevich doubled. Austin cutting through. Sewing way off. Well, everybody but McNeil seemed to touch it that time.
Yeah. Stay in your offense.
Stedman from straight on. And that's what Cal was doing to their detriment in the first half, settling for those threes.
Yeah,
now San Jose State's falling into it.
One pass shot, you know, I'm open, so I'm going to shoot it. Run your offense, get in a sequence, get in a rhythm, anticipate what's a good shot for you. See, on the right side of this zone, there is one man guarding two. Here comes McNeil to the corner, Sewing screening for him.
5 to shoot. McNeil.
Oh, in and out.
Everyone here at Hawks thought that one was going down. And
There's
that
the
one
best
does.
shooter on the floor for San Jose State for sure. Bauman can really shoot the ball. They need to work harder to get him touches.
His 5th three-pointer of the night.
Still just a 10-point game, but see, on this right side of the zone, Cal is able to overload it. If they bring a player up into the wing, you're going to have a 2-on-1. That's all you really need to do.
Austin cutting again. Brings it out. Baseline jumper. Rims off.
That ball needed to move from inside outside.
Stedman and Sewing fighting down low, and Justice will get called for his 3rd foul of the evening. Well, here in this second half, the last few minutes, these two have been trading triples. Darius McNeil stepping inside.
Well, but Darius McNeil owns that right side of the floor against this.
Number 1 for California, Darius McNeil with a new career high now, 22 points.
He's a good shooter, and he's getting wide open looks in rhythm, and he's feeling it right now. San Jose has to make an adjustment here, force somebody else to beat you from outside, not letting McNeil get shots from that right corner where they're getting a 2-on-1 almost any time they want it. So, you know, San Jose State needs to do something defensively to throw Cal out of rhythm, try to get something off the break or off the glass, get this thing close enough to give themselves a chance at the end.
Stedman has been the guy they've been going to in this second half. 14 and 11 for him.
To make a free throw in a 1-on-1.
Instead, rims off. The Bears will try to extend this double-digit lead.
Still in that zone. Let's see how they cover the corners.
There's the red-hot McNeil in that left corner. Roman Davis looking for Andre Kelly, who had a great first half for California. There's the freshman.
Nice just pass down inside. Good court awareness.
Kelly now with 16 for the Bears. Here comes Paris Austin. McNeil.
A rare miss.
Stedman hands off to Bauman, who doesn't miss. A new career high, 6 three-pointers for the sophomore Noah Bauman.
He really does. He gets his feet set. That thing looks good coming out of his hands. Look how wide this zone is. I mean, it's just way spread out. I'm just not sure who they're guarding. No, that's not the shot you want, Paris. Come on.
Comes up short, but Kelly is there for the rebounds, and he'll go to the line.
Austin acknowledging the fact to his teammates that wasn't a good shot. Got to get the ball moving against the zone. The zone is very porous. I think it's a little bit of the Syracuse, Washington playing the zone now with the forwards high. They're not covering the corners much at all. Boy, step back, 3, count it. That's 6 threes for him, Kate?
New career high. Has had 3 or more in 6 games now this season. Absolutely shooting the lights out. And if he had more attempts coming into this game, Mike, he would have been in the top 5 percentage-wise in the nation.
Well, I think that's incumbent upon the San Jose State coaching staff to get him more opportunities to get those shots. He's obviously proven that he can do it. Let's see if Cal brings a double. No. There it is. That's what they tried to get early on.
And what a block that time by the Bears. Let's see if they can turn it into some points.
Corner, Bradley.
Bradley had the block. And Bradley draws foul number 5 on Oumar Berry.
See, he has to protect the ball. I think he thought so much about trying to dunk the ball that he forgot to protect the ball from the defender, so he just laid it out there to be blocked. Had he turned and protected, he would have got probably a three-point play.
And that's going to do it for the big man, the senior for San Jose State, who had such an incredible first half.
Well, yeah, he did have a good first half. In the first half, he was really the only answer for the Spartans, and now he's out of the game. That, too, will hurt the Spartans. Cal's shooting the ball very, very well from the line. The numbers in front of me, but 15, 20, 75, well, yeah, it's pretty good.
Coming into this game, though, they've been shooting over 80%. They've looked darn good from the charity stripe this season.
Really no bad free throw shooters, though.
Which is always what you love as a coach, right? Because they're free.
Yeah.
Make your free throws.
Oh, my goodness. He was bound and determined to shoot that ball, and it goes down. But if you're Jean Prelot, you're thinking, I'm not sure that's going to win for us. Not in a tough Mountain West conference.
But the junior out of Malmo, Sweden, able to get the roll that time. Craig Lassane. Second to last non-conference game for both of these teams as Bradley drains another triple. Well, a couple of freshmen stepping up tonight here for the Bears, Kelly and Matt Bradley. There's Kelly coming down with it. He's got a double-double now here tonight.
Bradley, they're just stepping in against the nice lob right there. There's his 10th assist.
And that is a new career high in assists for Paris Austin. What a way to get it. The oop to Roman Davis.
Roman Davis not used all that much. Just got to make him feel pretty good.
Austin calling for the ticky-tack foul there. Pleading his case with our officials, but this looks pretty good the last trip down the floor, Mike.
Really nice. Roman Davis goes up and knocks it down. Cal's starting to separate a little bit, as they should.
Has put this California team on his back, and the Bears have started to pull away. A new season high for the sophomore out of Houston, Texas. 22 points. He's 5 of 13 from distance. Absolutely shooting the lights out from beyond the arc.
Highs or career highs for a lot of guys. Paris Austin, 11 assists, only taking 5 shots. In the one shot, he knew it was a bad shot, so he's doing his job, getting the ball to the guys that are scoring the ball. And Andre Kelly with 19 points, very effective as well. So what you're seeing is the guys that are they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing their jobs.
And that's something that Wyking says they haven't done all that much early in this season.
Do what you're supposed to do for Paris Austin. Run the club, get your shooters the ball. And he's got to take as much pleasure out of that as scoring the ball.
Good things will happen when you do your role. Bradley and Kelly, a couple of freshmen to be excited about if you're a California Golden Bear. Kelly with these first career double-double tonight and extends his career high. Now 21 points for Andre Kelly.
See, now Bradley needs to know that he triggered that. He needs to know that that's what he's supposed to do and take pleasure of doing that.
Ivy able to find Stedman behind the Cal defense.
That's the problem. They're undersized, and they're able to go over the top. He went right over the top of Kelly at 6'8". That's where the size of Vanover, maybe even Anticevic, but having that size inside doesn't allow that. See, one more pass.
Davis doubled in the corner. Ivy almost took it away and then does. Ivy keeps it off the back of the rim, but the Bears will be called for a foul.
I will say again, trying to put the ball over the front of the rim, it's going to come out more often, not all the time, but it's going to come out more often than if you go to the glass, because it hits that back iron just like it did there. And of course, Ivy's not going to go up and dunk it, so he's got to go to one side or the other and use the glass.
Junior out of Huntington Beach drains the first. As we get our...
They're battling back, Kate. You know, they could get back to 11 right here, but they've got to get a stop. Cal's got 84 points. Did not look like they've been able to create any kind of defensive pressure or force Cal to miss at all.
So
Bauman
Isaiah
out of the game for San Jose. I wonder if he's going to take a quick break and come back in.
Yeah, a couple of new faces. That's Zach Chappelle, number 4. Number 10, Isaiah Nichols. Also checking into the ball game for the first time tonight for San Jose State, and Christian Anigwe, the younger brother to Cal women's star Christine Anigwe back in.
So we got San Jose's second team in the game totally. So
Seneca Knight,
is this a little
Ashton Chastain
concession
as well.
maybe? I don't know.
Could be. Did you ever do that when you weren't happy with the way your team was playing? Do the line change?
Sure. If you thought there was a teaching moment here, something you could do, trying to give your younger people some confidence, let the first guys let us know it's not a right to play. You got to earn the opportunity.
Austin down low to Davis. Spartans weren't sure who was going to get that rebound, but finally Seneca Knight does. Knight started the game for the Spartans. Nice dish that time to Christian Anigwe, who will have a shot at a three-point play.
You know, if he makes this, it's only 8 points. It's certainly not a game that is out of reach, but they're going to have to get stops. And Cal's going to have to make sure that they do a good job of using clock and getting good shots as well. That was a good no call right there. That wasn't even contact. I couldn't really call that a flop.
So the freshman out of Phoenix. Didn't play on Tuesday against Stanford. Able to get a strange rebound that time, and hey, they'll take it.
There you go. We got 6 with a minute 45.
Seneca Knight drains the triple. San Jose State now on a 9-0 run.
So Paris Austin's job is to make sure that they get the shots that they want. Don't settle, run the clock down, but you still need to get a good shot. You can't just allow San Jose State to run down and get a shot without any kind of offensive off the screen and roll, nothing happening there.
With 5 on the shot clock, Austin misses everything.
Well, that was exactly what I said not to do.
Yep.
Still got to run offense. You can use clock and still run offense, but to settle, all of a sudden Stedman's coming back in. Let's see if he gets Bauman back in.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking to me that he's not.
Yeah, here he comes.
There he goes.
Yeah, I mean,
6
hey,
three-pointers.
you're 6. You score a 3 right here, you got a 1-possession game.
So $1:13 to play. California up 6. The sharpshooting Noah Bauman, number 20 for San Jose State, back in. Chappelle drives right past him. Seneca Knight.
Drive and drift right there. He's got 2.
And the lead
so
down
now
to 4.
Same thing as last possession. Don't stand out there. Run offense. Get a good possession. Make sure you get a good shot. There's plenty of time left, but you still need to get a good shot. 12 seconds on the clock. Let's start to set something up. Get the shot that you want. Switching.
Justice Suey. Shot clock winding down. Austin.
See, that's why I think Paris Austin is a junior, a redshirt junior, a 4th-year guy, feels like he's supposed to take over. And the defender, had he allowed him to make that shot, they had a bigger player right there. It would have been a very hard shot to make. Instead, he reaches in, which could end up being the ball game, just as a result of a reach-in. You're not going to get away with that.
Yeah, because as you said, you saw Stedman come in and swat that one away. Austin still feeling the effects of that foul. Pushes Cal's lead to 5.
But I think, Paris Austin, of course, made the shot at the buzzer against San Luis Obispo and got a lot of positive vibes, but you still have to run your club. He's got 11 assists. How about getting 12 and 13 assists?
Gotten a couple
although
of
he may like his chances with him at the line, although he's 68%, so percentage-wise, there's probably some other guys, but
so Cal's lead back to 6, 35 seconds on the clock.
maybe a 3 here and a timeout.
They're looking for Bauman, but we'll go the other way. And that's going to be number 4 on Michael
Drive and
Stedman.
drift right there, a little flare screen. Defender moved into the path. You'd say, well, gosh, why would you call that now? Yeah, see him move out right there and catch him with his hip. Doesn't matter when you make the call, you've got to make the call regardless. You hate to have officials say, well, it's late clock, I'm not going to call it. Well, why'd you call it for 39 minutes if you're not going to call it in the last minute? That was a good call.
So the Spartans will take a timeout, down 6 with 28 seconds to play.
30-second.
Talked about Andre Kelly earlier, Mike, and how he is having a phenomenal game, a career high now for the freshman out of Stockton.
Well, he is having a great game, and he's been pretty consistent inside. He's out of the game now, but he's got a career high. He's 6'8", he's a big body guy. He's got good hands, and he finishes around the basket. I think being back to his natural position as a four-man has been a real plus for him with Anticevic or whether it be Vanover starting. But there's some career highs right there. The assists for Paris Austin, although at the end of the game he should have had 2 more instead of taking the shots. Kelly with 21 and 10, and of course Darius McNeil shooting the ball from the outside. So Austin's got to take the satisfaction of assisting, making his team better, being the team leader, rather than try to score himself.
Especially with this very young basketball team that White King Jones has. 11 underclassmen. 8 newcomers this season. No seniors on this squad, so all these guys will be coming back.
Well, yeah, with Austin around last year in a redshirt capacity, so he knows, and he played Boise State. He's a 4th-year guy. He comes out of a good high school program, and the players have to have confidence that he's going to make the right decision all the time.
Seneca Knight bowls into Paris Austin that time, and we'll go the other way.
Sometimes you wonder what young people are thinking. I mean, he drives in. Paris Austin's there. If he stops and drops it off, he's going to get a dunk inside to Inigwe. Instead, he just charges right over. But that's why us coaches get gray hair. You've never coached, Kate. You got that beautiful blonde hair.
Oh, it's hiding the grays. It's fake. Well, California able to get the bounce back win that they were hoping for here tonight, knocking off San Jose State 88-80.